In this video, we will talk about fear of rejection, what it is, why it keeps people from speaking up, and 4 ways to deal with it and make people talk. Let's get started. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Vibor. I am an executive agile and leadership coach based in Toronto, Canada. And this video is part 2 in a 3-part series about how to make people talk, where I am attempting and trying to demystify the 3 big reasons behind the silence that you observe during your meetings and the ways in which you as a meeting facilitator can get around the problem and make them talk. If you have not watched the first video, the link to it is in the pinned comments and the description, so do watch it if you feel like it. Also, starting new year 2021, I will be posting longer tutorial videos on YouTube, which I can't post on LinkedIn due to size restrictions. So if you haven't already, then please consider subscribing. As a reminder, everything I mention is going to be linked as timestamps in the video description if you're watching this on YouTube, so do feel free to skip around the video if you feel like it. Let's start by talking about what is rejection. Rejection means to be neglected or ignored by others in social settings. It can be on purpose or even accidental, and the person who is doing the rejecting may not be even aware that their actions might be coming across as a rejection to the other person. So why does rejection matter so much, and why do we have this fear related to it? If you ask someone who has ever been rejected socially, they will tell you that it hurts. And this hurt, this pain, leaves a mark on the memory. Now imagine a scenario when you asked someone on a date and they said no. Or maybe your colleagues at work met for drinks at the end of the day and didn't invite you. That feeling that you just imagined, that is rejection. So why is it important for us as coaches and scrum masters to understand rejection? Because our job is to deal with humans, and humans do not handle rejection well. When someone experiences rejection, for example, talked down by the boss or perhaps ignored in a meeting, it tells them that they have done something wrong. And we as human beings do not like this feeling of being wrong. So what can we do? How can we as facilitators, scrum masters, coaches, team leads, or managers inspire people to talk in meetings with this monster called fear of rejection blocking our way? Well, there is hope, and here are 3 ways. Number 1, check the psychological safety of your team. Harvard Business School professor Dr. Amy Edmondson coined this phrase psychological safety, which she defines as a shared belief that the team is safe for interpersonal risk taking. Now, I have spoken a lot about it in my other LinkedIn posts. In fact, I have created an end-to-end system in the form of coaching cards to help scrum masters and agile coaches conduct psychological safety checks for the teams and improve moving forward. These cards are free for anyone to download, so check them out in the link in the description or in the comments below. Okay, with psychological safety out of the way, let's talk about other ways that you can use to help your team speak up. Number 2, give your tongue some rest. Now, this is what most meeting organizers, managers, and facilitators do. They ask for an opinion from the audience and then, without pausing, provide their own opinion. This is not good, especially if you hold some authority in decision making, because this makes people feel that you have already made a decision and makes them think that speaking further will be like challenging that decision, which obviously they don't want to do. So try leaving some open space after asking the question, and you will find that people will start pitching in. But this is not it. What do you do after people start speaking and start telling you their ideas? This leads us to point number 3. Listen patiently. So once I was coaching a portfolio manager a while ago, and this is what he used to do. As soon as people start pitching in their ideas, he immediately used to question those ideas, offering reasons like, why it wouldn't work or why it wouldn't make sense in a company like theirs. Don't do this. Listen patiently till your people are done speaking. Give them a time box of, 3 minutes or so if you are concerned about time spent, but do not interrupt. Number 4, acknowledge their input. Now, after you got their ideas, it's now time to show them that their act of speaking up will be rewarded. I'm not talking about recommending them for the next raise or promotion, although you can do that if you want to, but merely acknowledging their input by writing them down on the whiteboard is a reward in itself. So try this. After you get all the ideas, make a list on the whiteboard or Mural or Miro, whatever it is that you're using remotely these days. This will show them that you value their opinion and that you have acknowledged their input. Then ask everyone in the room to vote for their favorite ideas on the board using dot voting or any other kind of voting for that matter, to show whether they as a group liked an idea, have concerns about an idea, or if they have any additional suggestions to make an idea work. Acknowledging their input is extremely important if you want your people to speak up during meetings, because this fulfills the human need to feel significant. Now here's something to understand about fear of rejection. And now I'm talking to you, the person who is fearful of rejection. We live in a culture where career success is often directly linked to our self-worth, and we all want to be accepted and loved. Fear is our signal that we are putting ourselves out there, and when we do, we risk failure. Here's something I can tell you about taking risks from my experience. Facing your fears is the best thing that you can do to yourself and to your career. The moment you look fear in the face, that moment is the most blissful experience of your life, and you will realize that the moment of maximum danger with maximum chances of failure is the moment of minimum fear. Isn't that amazing? Remember, the best things in life are placed on the other side of the fear. There you have it. These are 4 strategies that you can use to deal with the big reason number 2, fear of rejection, that's keeping your teams from speaking up during meetings. If you like this video, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up, and please do not forget to give your valuable feedback in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.